Morning, guys. My orange mint is getting bigger and it's starting to spread, so I'm happy. These guys are getting tricksy with me. This one hadn't actually started to spread, really run yet, but I think it will. But this one certainly has. You can see actually the two separate runners. So that one's coming off of this one. And the runner's going this way. So one coming this way, some going this way. There's another one. So yeah, this will definitely start running. There's another little runner right here. So that'll definitely start spreading. I'm very happy about that. The dewberry is popping up everywhere and really thorny, but you can see like it's really starting to run, so that's going to be good. It's running along this fence, it's spreading underground. Oh, my goji berries popped out through the fence. So you know, the thing is, this dewberry can get really prickly, and like I can already see right here an oak tree I gotta get rid of, and some grass, you know, so that's kind of the drawback. There's, you know, benefits and drawbacks to everything. The benefit is a good ground cover that provides the first berries in the spring. The drawback is that it's very thorny and can get out of control quickly, so we're just gonna have to monitor it. And the other drawback is getting in here to remove things that are not this little low growing dewberry is going to be challenging, to say the least. So I always kind of have to come in the summer and kind of pull the grass out away from my violets because I don't want the grass to grow into this bed. So I haven't done that recently, but I will. It's just been so excruciatingly warm that I have not been able to really get out for more than a few minutes at a time. It's not even 6 o'clock right now, and I had to get out this early because it's just so hot. The good thing is that everything seems to be spreading in the garden. Like I planted one of my peach seedlings in this giant pot. I'm really excited about that because I don't actually have space in the yard, and I'm actually kind of considering trying to bonsai it. I'm not sure yet if that's what I'll do, or if I'll just keep it low. So things are dying down, but also things are spreading out. I've got to net these because I'm not really getting any kind of berries. This rose bush had such bad black spot, and I treated it, and of course, you know, the treatment makes everything fall off, but I love these roses. I can't let them go. Look, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a curlicue starting on the cucumbers, so that's when you really know it's gonna start lining out. All of these tomatoes are looking really good. I do have to prune some of the tomatoes, but right now they're doing really well. So, and these are little blackberries that I rooted in the fall and planted in the spring, and they're doing well. Over here, this cucumber is starting to line out, so that's good. It'll cover all of these barren spots right here. It's kind of funny because, you know, when everything goes down, certain other things really grow up. Like the Turkish rocket was just hiding, and it's supposed to be too hot for it to grow here, but if you look, it's actually putting up a bunch of new leaves. It's thriving so far as I can tell. So I'm actually really pleased with that. This apple tree that I pruned pretty severely. I mean, I took the tallest growth down, but that has encouraged side shoots. And I left this. I don't know if you remember, but I left this because I wanted something to grow out from this right here. I wanted it to go off of here. So because I wanted a branch going that way. So that's happily that's what happened. And then there's some down here, and you know, I don't think that one's going to turn into a branch, but there could be some lateral growth lower down. Yeah, because they don't get much taller than 5 feet. So I want to keep this on the super dwarf, size, and still get a really good harvest and a good shape. This one's just kind of bouncing back. I'm gonna have to probably treat it again, I think, because I can see some variegation going on right now, and I'm not sure if that's deficiency or if it's got a virus. I just need to kind of do some research and try and figure out what's going on. I will say a little grumpy because I had a bunch of nice blueberries that were just ready to be picked, and of course the birds got to them before I did. So I need to just put netting, really, is what I need to do. Put netting on my berries. I'm not sure where this came from. Look, I have a little petunia right here, and I didn't put it here, and I didn't seed it here, but it just showed up here. So I'm not going to complain. I think it's great. Pretty. So, I've been weeding. I don't know, I just kind of want you guys to get a good shot of everything. You can definitely see the barren spaces, but again, that's a whole big old clump of cucumbers. I'll probably leave 2 or 3 vines there, and those will go everywhere. And another cucumbers, and there's another set back there, and then there's actually the smaller cucumbers that I talked to you about, the mouse melons. So all of this, it's not good to have a barren space because nature hates a void. It will fill all of this in, which is good, but it's like an awkward, stressful time between this emptiness and when it gets filled in, because it leaves this place open to weeds and the water evaporates faster, and it is already so extremely hot so early in the year. So that really didn't bode well. Like everything, all the annual weeds that were covering this are dead. Now we've got the perennial yarrow. Some of the violas are left, but like the little blue creeper type thing is gone. My dianthus is still here. I need you to have some space to grow, huh? Oh, this did hit you. So again, this corner, I had some high hopes. I had planted some really beautiful things here, and they all died. That basil was just a little tiny thing. I didn't think it was going to make it, and it did make it. And everything I intentionally planted did not make it. However, these are growing bigger, and I'm very happy about that because it means I will have, sorry, got to get rid of the grass. It means I'll have little mouse melons growing in here, and they will self-seed. And honestly, in my opinion, it's probably, from my area, the best ground cover. I have tried sweet potatoes several times with success, but I have to dig the whole garden up in the fall to get the roots. So not really conducive to keeping the garden looking good. You can just see this was really empty, and it still has some empty spots, but it's filling in really nicely too, you know what I mean? And like I'm getting some peppers, and this blackberry is really taking off. This zucchini will be producing anytime now. The okra is getting big, and the strawberries, right, they're running. They're sending out runners, so they'll spread, which is good. You know, they may not last because through the heat of the summer, but they'll give it a shot, and if they take, they take. All of these, you know, I planted like 3 plants, so all of these are just the ones that were hardy enough to make it. So this area does look empty right now. There's a lot of gaps between. I mean, the things are getting bigger, but there are gaps between the plants. But you'll notice the watermelon's vining. Over there is a zucchini. Over here is a zucchini. And really thought I put another watermelon somewhere around here. I did somewhere. I don't know where. I'll have to find it. So these are weeds. This is, you know, the fight of this time of year is not the spring weeds, right? But all this stuff. Prairie clover. I don't remember what it's called. But it's a nitrogen fixer, but oh my gosh. It's everywhere. So, not real thrilled about that. Trying to keep it under control. So, this is my perennial kale. I'm really pleased there's not a ton of damage right now over here. So I'm probably gonna actually harvest some of this. before the bugs start getting to it. I'm a little disappointed in this heat. This mint, this wintergreen mint, has really kind of survived and thrived, but my sweet woodruff, look at that. Oh my God, it looks so rough. So I don't know. I don't know if it's overwater or rotten roots, or I don't know what it is. So I do know that this blueberry's still going strong. The Good King Henry, you can see it's drying up. It's not really meant for this kind of area. Look at these ants all over my okra. So let's see. The calendula is looking good. How little is this guy? He's so small, and I kind of like keeping him small, and they struggle. He's struggling, you know, but look, oh, that's a weed. A ragweed. He's struggling, but that's actually going to be good. By the end of the year, he'll be a tough little plant. And I don't know if you can see him, but here, let me just get up on him. There is a, hold on, I'm trying to pick my way around here. So those are gingers. So I'm really happy about that. I've got some sprouts. And there was some other ones I found somewhere right there. You can see some more. So, and there's this, you know, this whole area did have weeds, but I'm letting it as quickly as I can populate with violets. Now, sweet violet's roots go down somewhat deep for a ground cover weed, but so to get a hole for something new, I would have to really go down deep to remove the roots. But it's worth it, because eventually I won't have to fight with all these other weeds. It will mostly be the violets, which are beautiful, edible, and will last all summer. So going good, kind of going good. That one over there, you can't probably see it, but it's dead. So a little disappointing, but I mean, I have at least 5 of these blueberries that made it, so. All right, Milton's eating my okra. Not sure what it is, but it's a little disappointing. A little disappointing. These guys are beautiful, but they're getting really leggy, and I gotta trim them down, which is what I'm gonna do this morning. So, get what you can while you can, Mr. Bumblebee. I'm about to cut these guys off.